Hello and welcome to today's video. After yesterday's sharp upturn, this is probably the question on many people's minds. Is the S&P bull market back? Have we seen the end of the correction? So let's take on this provocative question. As regards today's preparation, don't forget that the daily analysis are the basis, and stay tuned to my Twitter feed and Telegram channels. Let's move into stocks then. Yesterday we saw a broad improvement in breadth, and that's likely to have an effect throughout the remainder of this week. Just like we saw yesterday, tech wavering at the open, it recovered, and today we saw the opposite, tech upswing being sold into. Would it last? Would it be sent again lower? Well, I do think that the prior leaders of tech, communications and consumer discretionaries would remain reasonably underpinned, and that we would not get a broad sell-off today, even though we are down already 10 to 15 points, which is good for the medium-term position that is bearish and that has been entered at 4492. As regards dips in non-tech sectors, it would take a while for these to get bought. The same goes for small caps. So the tone of today's session is going to be likely cautious, and following what we are seeing, the buyers will have to reassert themselves. They will have quite some trouble, so let's see how they deal with it still before New York noon. This is the most bullish sign of yesterday, and that's the market breadth, where just as fast as this metric declined, it recovered, and miraculously it was tech that led it higher yesterday as well, and I think that tech would cushion the downside to a reasonable degree today as well. It would take time for the bears to reassert themselves as well as they did earlier. Bonds similarly are calling for caution, but are not yet in a clear risk of position or vulnerable to a takedown, real takedown. But the cautious entry to today's session bodes well for the earlier mentioned short position, where tech is still the undisputed leader within this rally and needs to join on the downside and truly lead for more than one day. I'm sure you are pretty familiar with my daily writings on the site, full-fledged analysis covering many asset classes, and the same goes for my Twitter and Telegram. Remember that site terms apply, beware of impersonators, be familiar with my trading journey and broad background, and what follows next is the obligatory disclaimer. Wishes for a fine day. Thank you for subscribing, commenting and sharing. Have a nice day.